What's up, guys? Pretty much first video that we're gonna have on here. The way I'm gonna put it is probably the most important video that we're gonna have, but we'll make it a process and kind of start with what to do and how to take proper tee work before you even get into it. So the way I explain it very often is just like at your schoolwork. You know, if you're gonna be confident when you step in the box, very similar to how being confident when you take a test. It's about knowing the knowledge and the information before you even step in the box. Okay, so you got to know how to hit off the tee. You got to know how to make adjustments. There's a lot of things that I see commonly when I teach. Just guys that don't even know, they're not aware. You know, these were things I didn't even understand until I got into college and started hitting with better hitters. But let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing I'm going to talk about are all the to-dos before you even hit the first ball. Okay, when you hit it off the tee, super important for you to have a target. Okay, if you're just hitting a ball into a net and you don't really have any feel for where you're hitting the ball, a good way to do it is inside your net. You know, take some bright colored yarn or some string and rope off a few squares on your net. You'll probably put one up the middle. You'll put one maybe backside and also to the pull side. And now you have an actual target that you're trying to hit the ball to. If you don't really have a target, how are you going to have good feedback once you miss hit a ball? Okay, so that's the point. Kind of first things first, have a target. Number two, make sure that you are doing your best to create as live of a rep as you possibly can within your tee work. Okay, what I mean by that is, you know, if I'm just kind of going through the motions here and taking my swings, you know, just trying to finesse the ball off the tee, that's not how we actually hit in the game. Okay, now there are different styles of tee work. Okay, sometimes you're going to slow motion swing. You're going to break down the swing just so you can kind of feel certain movements, which is absolutely okay. Okay, but the goal over time is you want to develop a tee routine. It'll roughly take you about 5 to 10 minutes, somewhere in that range. I'd say most hitters that are hitting in college and pro ball are somewhere around that 5 to 10 minutes. And they're efficient. They know exactly what they're trying to do. Okay, but that's not how they started with their tee work. Okay, so we might have to break down the swing. See certain mechanical movements that we got to adjust with. But once we get the hang of it, you know, I want to be pretty efficient and quick with my tee work. I don't want to wear myself out before I get into front toss and live. So going back to that point, when I say make it a live rep, I see it very often, you know, when a kid's hitting is they constantly look at the ball in the tee. And what's happening now is you're training your eyes to look down at a ball versus where you're actually hitting it in a game. You know, we see watch the ball and watch the ball hit the bat. If you're hitting a live pitch, okay, at a pretty fast speed, your eyes are still typically looking out in front about 10 feet. Okay, that's probably the last spot you're gonna see that ball. And you're hoping that with the movements of your swing that you're on plane to match that barrel up with that ball, okay? So we gotta trust ourselves. So what I recommend is every time before you swing, get yourself reset in the box and pick up the pitcher, okay? There is no ball here. There's no tee here in my vision right now. The ball is out in the pitcher's hand. And what this is gonna do is gonna recreate the movements for me. It's gonna force me to load through a nice slower progression versus just, oh look, ball, quick load, quick swing, okay? You know, I'm going through the whole motion, I'm getting my rhythm, okay? Pitcher starts his windup, I start my load nice and smooth. And now as I get kind of to the top of my load, my eyes are gonna now pick up the ball, okay? I wanna feel like this is actually kind of surprising me. You know, I want to make this now coming out of my load a reactive rep to the ball, not just, oh look, there's the ball. So now I take this lackadaisical step and my swing becomes kind of more top half. If I'm engaging to the ball as if it was live, I'm going to be reacting to the ball now more with my core and being a lot quicker with how I throw my backside to the pitch. Okay? And it's kind of a cause and effect. If I throw my backside hard like I would in a game, that fast twitch movement of my core there is going to allow me to release my barrel a lot more efficiently through the ball, okay? So just some quick like to-dos and what not to do, okay? But just to be more efficient, focus first. Like have a good understanding of taking proper reps off the tee so it leads into good movements.